I'm here on the Frisky register stand with Malcolm Dudley and his absolutely glorious Frisky Sprint from which year?
1958.
58, okay. And how many of these were made?
This is the only one. It was made for the 1958 motor show stand, and it was launched to try and get into the 500 race series that was there at the time, but it never took off. So it's the only one ever made.
So what's the basic mechanical spec of it then?
It's a 2-inch tubular frame, and it's got a fiberglass body on it, but has a aluminium floor pan. But it's very light, 2 people can pick the body up easily.
And what engine is it?
It's got an Excelsior triple engine, 500cc 2-stroke. It only produces about 20 odd brake horsepower, but it's a very light car. It'll do nearly 90 mile an hour.
I would imagine that's quite frightening, 90 miles an hour in this.
Yes.
And how did you come to buy it?
I knew about it for about 10 years. It was made and then put in the back garden of the son of one of the owners, and it's been there for about 40 years. It's even had another body sitting on top of it, and we've tried hard to get it, but eventually, sadly, the man died and we were able to purchase it off his wife. But we did that last June, and when we pulled it out the garden, the designer and the person who built it was there and helped me pull it out, and he's 93 years old.
I was going to say, he's obviously no spring chicken. So when was the last time the car was actually run?
It was run in 1960 the last time.
Right, okay, so it hasn't run for over 60 years.
That's right.
Okay, and is it running now?
Not quite. We're going to take the engine out after I finish the car and give it to a specialist that's perfect with these engines, because they have a problem with the centre crank.
Okay, so when do you think you'll be up and running and have it back on the road?
This November. Well, we want it running on this November show with the designer sitting inside it.
Right, will he be 94 by then, or still just a mere 93?
He's a mere 93.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Okay. So who was the man behind the car's design?
It was Gordon Bedson and Keith Peckmore, both from Kift, and they moved to Meadows when they first started the sport.
So Meadows was the company behind the Frisky?
That's right. They made engines for the Gondra and Guy trucks, but they decided to go into the microcar. And then after the launch in '57, they went into this car with the '58 car, and they designed it and built it just before the motor show.
Well, we look forward to catching up with you in November and seeing the finished article, although presumably it won't look any different from this.
No, it'll just have the interior and a few mechanics to do.
Okay.
Right.
Well, good luck. I'm looking forward to seeing the finished product.
Thank you very much.
Okay, great. Thanks,
you.
Malcolm.
Cheers.